Yo, my wonderful people, make on I hear this intriguing headline. I don't want to talk too much so that people will not say I am taking the case of Simon EKPA too personal. I don't have any rift with him, and I am not dragging any position with him. But the truth needs to be told. What is happening in our southeastern region of the country, my dear, it have called for a very, very serious concern. That in Owerri city, we have a stampede, all in the name of enforcing it at home, shooting guns like where they are fighting war. You are enforcing it at home on your own people, and you are shooting guns. Our aged mother in the market, most of them broke their head, their legs, and their arms, and they are on their own. Who is going to take care of the hospital bills? Nobody thought of that. I don't want to talk much. I beg, more gonna hear this headline. We will come back for the other news that we'll have this morning. Even before I forget to, there's one headline I saw this morning. Barely a month plus that Nigeria claimed that they have had a new administration. And I still remember that country that is called Seychelles, where we say their population itself is not even up to one state in Nigeria. Where we say their population is not up to even Ajegunle in Lagos State. Now, the case or the headline there is that Seychelles have banned Nigerian passport holders from entering their country. I don't know, is it because they don't support this regime? Or is it because they don't support the person being elected? Or is it because they have problem with the election outcome? Seychelles, a country that is not even up to 20 million, or okay, if I'm not allowed to say, maybe 50 million inhabitants, is banning a country of over 220 million people not to enter their country. Either you are coming for business, tourists, rest, or stay, you are not wanted. Whether you are government official, do not near the territory. In fact, let us get back to the main news that we have today. To tell on us, that country, or that so-called country, Nigeria, is gradually dying. Not forcing your people, or forcing yourself on people. Not forcing your government on the people. I saw the headline now that the president of the Fulani government of Nigeria is now heading the ECOWAS. And I say, Tuale Baba, on our way done. Soro, agony and pain. Setting the record straight. Simon EKPA is not responsible for insecurity in the southeast. This one is coming from Vanguard newspaper. The writer or the owner, I don't know, but that is what we're about to find out. So my wonderful people, as you are watching, make sure you do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Let us go straight to the reason why we are here. But before then, happy and good week, good Monday, and prosperous new week ahead of us. Now, my Nigeria never happened to any Biafrans in the house. So shall it be. In a recent article published by Vanguard newspaper on the 8th of June 2023, a misleading narrative was presented accusing Simon EKPA, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, of being responsible for insecurity in the southeastern part of the country. As responsible citizens, it is essential to examine such assertions and separate fact from fiction critically, according to Vanguard. The southeastern region of Nigeria has witnessed several bouts of unrest and conflict in recent years, with calls for the restoration of Biafra gaining traction among some segments of the population. Additionally, the rendition and illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS dungeon without due process have contributed to the volatile situation. However, a concerning narrative has emerged suggesting that the Nigerian government is actively involved in inciting violence and using state and non-state actors to create mayhem in the region. This article aims to explore these allegations and shed light on the situation. Various reports have indicated the possible involvement of state actors in instigating violence in the southeast region. It is alleged that the government may be using its security forces to carry out attacks on market women during the sit-at-home protests, which have been predominantly organized by the secessionist group led by capable Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. This alleged strategy aims to intimidate and quell the growing demand for Biafra's freedom. These state actors, including law enforcement agencies and government-sponsored vigilante groups like Ebubago, are accused of deploying excessive force and engaging in arbitrary arrest, extrajudicial killings, and the harassment of innocent civilians on and off during the said sit-at-home. The insecurity in the east region of Nigeria cannot be attributed to the action of one individual. Insecurity is a multifaceted issue that stems from various deep-rooted causes such as poverty, unemployment, historical grievances, political instability, and the lack of effective governance and several measures. Simon Ekpa, an ambassador for peace and a well-known advocate for Biafra's independence, has been committed to peacefully promoting the interests and rights of the Biafran people and fighting for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is being held by the Nigerian government against every known law. His endeavors have primarily centered on political and social activism, using platforms like social media and public speaking engagements to express his views and aspirations for the state of Biafra. It is vital to understand that Simon Ekpa's advocacy for Biafra does not equate to promoting or instigating violence or insecurity in any region. His determination to raise awareness and push for political dialogue and cannot be conflated with the unfortunate incident of criminal activities plaguing the southeastern part of Nigeria. Attributing the insecurity in Southeast Nigeria solely to Simon Ekpa is an oversimplification that obscures the underlying complexities of the issue. To address and resolve the security challenges, it is critical to delve into the factors contributing to the problems, such as cultural and multifaceted diversity. Our lifestyles are quite different and need to be renegotiated. Number 2, the rendition and continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu upon discharge from the second highest court of the land is outright lawlessness. In other words, making Nigeria to look like a banana republic. Number 3, the imposition of leaders that serve the interests of the Fulani controlling government is undemocratic and wicked. And number 4, political instability. The region has experienced a lack of effective and accountable governance, which has created fertile ground for criminal elements to exploit. Number 5, socio-economic factors, high poverty rates, unemployment, and inadequate social infrastructure have fueled discontent among the youth, making them susceptible to criminal activities. We have number 6 on our list. Historical grievances, lingering resentment from the civil war and perceived marginalization of the Biafran people have contributed to deep-seated frustration which can manifest in expression of dissent. Number 7, Nigerian military and other security agencies collude with terrorists to massacre Biafrans. Yes, of course, that is the truth. Rather than scapegoating an individual like Simon Ekpa, it is imperative to focus on addressing the root causes of insecurity in the southeastern part of Nigeria. Adopting the following strategies can help promote lasting peace and security. Let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be set free as a competent court of jurisdiction has ruled in his favor. Engage in dialogue to address other issues and promote peaceful resolution. Conduct a referendum for the Biafran people and for any other ethnic nationalities that are no longer wanted in the civil Nigerian setup. It is important to critically analyze the narrative presented by the media, such as the Vanguard newspaper article of June 8 of 2023, to avoid creating simplistic scapegoats. Insecurity in the southeastern part of Nigeria requires a comprehensive and multi-dimensional response that addresses the root cause rather than unfairly blaming individuals like Prime Minister Simon Ekpa of Biafran Republic government in exile. It is time to engage in productive dialogue to foster the region's peace, justice, and deep-rooted information. The Nigerian government is employing state and non-state actors to generate chaos in the southeastern region of the country, and Biafra has activated self-defense through Biafra Liberation Army and Eastern Security Network to engage only these actors in self-defense. The government's actions are purportedly aimed at undermining the Biafran restoration movement, a long-standing campaign seeking to establish an independent Biafran nation. And non-state actors, independent Biafran nation. Market women in particular are targeted by the Nigerian sponsored state and non-state actors during the sit-at-home protest organized by Simon, a vocal figurehead of the movement. One of the main allegations revolves around the Nigerian government engaging state and non-state actors to create mayhem in the southeast, specifically directed towards market women. These women are crucial players in regional trade and commerce, often serving as the backbone of the local economy. By targeting them during sit-at-home protests, the government allegedly set to coerce Simon Ekpa and his Biafra restoration movement into abandoning their quest for independence. The orchestrated attacks during the sit-at-home protests also create an environment of fear and uncertainty by utilizing state and non-state actors like Senator Ifeanyi Uba, Asare Dokubo, and some misguided DOS members. The government might hope to derail the popular support behind the Biafra restoration movement, painting it as a cause that fosters chaos and insecurity. Vanguard News has reported thus, despite the fact that the mainstream IPOP has since declared EKPA an Ebonyi State indigene who is based in Finland and his group as fake. He has continued to operate a network that appears to be too strong for Kanu's IPOP to destroy. The above statement by Vanguard News is a confirmation that the Nigerian government has hired the defunct DOS of IPOP, who is now acting as one of the state actors, to be part of this mayhem in Biafra land. The demand for restoration of Biafra arises from deeply ingrained feelings of marginalization, discrimination, and perceived injustice experienced by the region's citizens. Historically, these grievances have fueled separatist movements in the eastern region. The desire to reclaim a sense of identity, cultural heritage, and political autonomy have remained central to these aspirations as long as the southeast is concerned. The allegations of the Nigerian government employing state and non-state actors to create mayhem in the southeast and specifically target market women during the sit-at-home protests are grave and require thorough investigation. The Biafra restoration movement quest for independence is a reflection of long-standing grievances within the region. However, any actions taken by the government must prioritize dialogue and peaceful resolution rather than resorting to tactics that perpetuate chaos and insecurity. Only through releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and engaging in an open dialogue can the power be resolving grievances and bridging dividends be found. In the Yaram, that's what the thing take be. As that one is not enough, as we are moving forward, we are going to check out the news. Seychelles reportedly ban Nigerian passport holders not to enter their country for anything. Even if you are coming there with billions of naira for investment, you are not wanted. We don't know the reason, but let's just find out. Seychelles reportedly placed a ban on Nigerian passport holders applying for short-term visas or holiday purposes in the country or business purposes. A travel content creator at Mano from Travelers Letters raised the alarm in a tweet via her Twitter handle on Saturday evening with a screenshot of the rejection email she got from the embassy or from the immigration. In the post, alongside the screenshot, she wrote, "It seems Seychelles just placed a ban on Nigerian passport holders. Having a Nigerian passport means you can postpone your travel plans until you become Bill Gates, and the immigration policies will be like They play with your destiny, according to the writer. The screenshot reads, "We regret to inform you that your application has been denied. As per immigration regulation for now, we are not accepting any Nigerian passport holder for holiday purposes. Kindly contact their website, Specialist Immigration, or call their numbers for more information." Nigerian news understand that the reported ban comes 6 months after Nigeria signed a pact for direct flights between the two countries. Before the ban, Nigeria had a long-standing visa-free agreement with the Seychelles, allowing Nigerian citizens free entry without a visa for a period of 30 good days. Another one, sit at home. Government, they don't set buses and paralyze economic activities all in Imo State. The question is, who is championing all these things? Because from my own understanding, it seems like government hand have entered it. Exactly what they did during the EndSARS. That's exactly what they're doing. When people refuse to sit at home, they go out there. Government will employ just to make the sit at home or make the IPOP looks evil before the international community. And that's exactly what is happening, because every trending videos now is the video of the unknown government or sit at home enforcers flogging the school students and their teachers. Another one is shooting in Ebonyi State. Another one is in Imo State. We are still waiting for that of Anambra State to emerge and Abia State. Government have entered in this. And that is why Simon EKPA, whatever he calls himself, have to be extra careful in enforcing all this at home. Because people are tired of sitting at home. People are tired of every Monday, instead of them going to their normal businesses, you force them to sit at home. When they refuse to go there, the government will then use their own forces, their own talks, to be doing it as if that was these people doing it. And they're becoming the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hiding under the sit at home order and also the Biafran agitation, and be committing heinous crimes. And when they will be the one to record that video and send it to different international communities that will intervene in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and also the Biafra referendum. Simon EKPA, remember the word I always use. I said, let us be guided. They are about to take over this what do you call it, either the protest or this agitation. The government is about to take it over, or they have already completely taken it over through you. That is why when I keep saying that you are being paid to destroy the Biafra land, people will be attacking at me. You have already seen what is happening. If you cannot come out openly and say that you never order anybody to enforce it at home, that means you are the one. But if you are not the one, then come out and let us know. You cannot speak that because you are working with the government. And that's the simple truth. Suspension of factional members of the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, enforcing the sit-at-home order, on Friday, burned down 2 buses at Eke Obolo in Isi Alambado local government area of Imo State. Similarly, men on a Sienna car blocked on Nisha Road around Irete Market axis, precisely around 8 p.m. on Friday, when traders were retiring home and shot periodically for hours, causing much tensions in the entire community. As a result, everyone around the vicinity, including residents, camped for their lives to avoid being hit by stray bullets. A lady who pleaded anonymity told the Daily Post that she was preparing to go home when 4 men armed to the teeth alighted from a vehicle and started shooting sporadically. According to her, the operation, which lasted for over an hour, caused a long gridlock on the road. Okay, let us reason this in another different form again. If the government, they are the one that forced people to go out there, that is not respected at home, but all these unknown government who sit at home enforcers will operate for complete good 1 hour, shooting sporadically, does it mean that the police or the military around that area cannot hear the sound of their guns and go and intervene? Governments have taken over this sit at home. Let us be guided. For those of you who is coming to attack me, let us be guided. Governments have taken over the sit at home. Now it is like the case of that October 2020 protest and SARS. That's exactly what is happening now. But EKPA, be guided. That is my watchword. Till the operation ended, no security operative was seen. We left our wares while running for our lives. Though no person was shot, it was terrifying. I sustained a fracture on my leg, she added. When contacted Henry Okoye, the police public relations officer, Imo State Police Command said, the command is on top of the situation. God, Ogun will kill you. Ogun will visit your family. On top of the situation, they shoot for complete good 1 hour. No any for it of personnel. Not even a man of war is being seen around the vicinity. And you tell me that the government is not behind it. They are doing all these things to make sure that the continuous incarceration of Martin Nnamdi Kanu still continues. And EKPA need to be guided. Or let him come out and said he don't know anything about those people. Adequate security measures have been in place to arrest the perpetrators of this dastardly act and bring them to justice. Tomorrow night they went and arrest innocent boys. Maybe, probably, guys that are smoking Igbo or smoking Tramadol or whatever. And say, look at the people who are doing this, who shoot one or the other. During the time of this shooting, why can't your men apprehend them? If you people are serious in what you are doing. Or if people are not in this sit-at-home brouhaha or shenanigans that is happening everywhere. I want to use this medium to admonish the various stakeholders of Imo State to warn their subjects as police public, as a Imo Police Command will not hesitate to deal ruthlessly with any subversive criminal syndicate or individual caught enforcing the unlawful sit-at-home order. Members of the public are advised to go about their lawful businesses without any form of fear or intimidation, and at the same time remain vigilant and swiftly reported any criminal-minded elements seen forcing the unlawful sit-at-home order. Pastors who have private jets, 1 billion naira won't make heaven. Prophet Amos, who tell you they are going to heaven? Do you think there's anywhere that is called heaven or hellfire, if not this earth? When you are suffering in this earth, no food to eat, you cry to bed and cry to come out. My dear, there's no any fire that is more than that. In this life, if those pastors who are preaching heavens, but they are living in very, very good mansions, and they're telling you that a mansion in heaven, you should remain poor on earth. Why they are rich, including you? None of you, if there's anything called heaven, none of you will make it. Nada. A Nigerian clergyman, Prophet Amos, child of God, has stated that clerics who own private jets or have up to 500 million naira to 1 billion in their bank accounts will not make heaven. The preacher also said pastors who own universities or estates or ordain their wives will not see paradise. Okay, heaven and paradise. Prophet Amos said this while addressing members of his congregation at Jesus Christ Temple Ministry, Warrior State, in a viral video. He said, any pastor will buy jet, if we see heaven, I pull my shoes. Any pastor will get a state and university, if you see heaven, if the door of heaven open for him, that means it will also open for Sodom and Gomorrah. Any prophet will get 1 billion naira, 500 million naira for his account. No be say, na only him. Now he get gospel first reach. Any pastor will ordain his wife. If he see heaven, now be say, na only you, the first pastor, will marry. The apostles no marry. Show me their wives, names for Bible. All of them were married. Yeah? Now you talk this one. Oh. Me, I don't know this one. And Ndibo mourns former President General Iruku. And Ndibo worldwide has expressed sadness over the death of a former President General of the group, Joe Prof. Iruku, describing his demise as a shock. Ndibo Social Cultural Group expressed its grief on Sunday in Enugu in a statement by the National Public Secretary Ohaneze Ndibo worldwide, Dr. Chiedozie Ogbenneya. Recall that Iruku's death was announced by his kinsman, Prince Harrison Okorie, the President General, Ama Okwe, Item Welfare Union, on Saturday in Enugu State. Ohaneze received the rude shock the sad news of the passing of one of our brightest and accomplished legal luminary, moral edifice, insurance and risk management wizard, erudite, scholar of world renown, Igbo leader and former President General of Ohaneze Prof. Joe Iruku, he said. He said Iruku was elected the President General of Ohaneze Ndibo in 2003 and served materially before bowing out in 2007, only 4 good years. According to Ogbenne, during his tenure, Iruku added color, glamour, zest, robust, intellect, and panarchy to the Igbo umbrella social cultural organization. One of his works, Nation Building and Ethnic Organizations, a case study of Ohaneze in Nigeria, published by Spectrum, is an intellectual magnus opus that fascinated the scholarly community in 2007 as one of the best sellers in the book. Before the expiration of his tenure, Iruku led other Igbo leaders to commission a multi-million naira complex comprising of a 1,500-seater auditorium, library, and the conference room, which he built single-handedly. This was part of his own legacy to the Igbo men's quest for equitable recognition and accommodation in the Nigerian polity. He said, Iruku was called to the English bar in 1962 and enrolled as a solicitor and advocate of the Supreme Court of Nigeria in the same year. He said that the late Iruku held so many top positions in both private and public sectors of the Nigerian economy during his active days. He further stated that although Iruku was given to the service of mankind, he earlier resisted the law by Dr. Michael Okpara, the then premier of the Eastern region, to join partisan politics. Instead, he chooses to pursue his dream of applying his knowledge in law to build an enviable insurance industry in Nigeria. Iruku painstakingly achieved his set goals and became a foremost risk management expert. He was also a professor of insurance, educationist, award-winning and author and holder of many distinguished fellowships and academic awards, Uwenia said. The publicity secretary of Ohaneze Ndigbo also said that Iruku showed remarkable patriotism as a delegate at the National Political Reform Conference in 2005. Uwenia quoted the current President General of Ohaneze Ndigbo worldwide, Chief Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, as saying that through his death, Ndigbo lost a man with a large heart. And this one, that's all they take to come for this place. The last but not the least, Boko Haram commander surrenders to Nigerian security forces in Borno, waits for the next line of action. He will be integrated into the army and sent down to the southeast to come and look for Biafrans to kill. Two senior members of the Jamaat Jasomat, known as Boko Haram in Borno, Khalid Malam Ale, and his subordinate, Bunu Umar, have surrendered to the Nigerian military Operation Hardened Kai troops. It was gathered that the Islamic State of West African Province, ISWAP, thoroughly dislodged Ale and his fighters after they coordinated a raid at the hideouts of Boko Haram in Bula, Alhaji, Garwa, in the fringes of Sambisa Forest near Bama local government area on July 5. So after ISWAP dislodged them, now they see that they don't have any other thing again. Yeah, you call it surrender. They surrender themselves simply because they have been dislodged. Not that they come out voluntarily. Tomorrow now you integrate them into the society and they'll become the military, Nigerian military. All is Fulani from Mali and Niger into our own military. We are not running a government like USA, but yet we have almost military personnel from different sides of the African countries. Daily Post reported how ISWAP kills scores of Boko Haram fighters, including their women and children. Ali was a commander of the terrorists in Sabil, Huda, and Jumia before laying down his arms due to the fear of battlefield elimination. He and his fighters were reportedly driving from their positions by ISWAP after they planned a raid on Boko Haram hideouts in Bula Alhaji, Garweya, in the fringes of Sambisa near Bama local government area on July 5, 2023. According to reports, several Boko Haram fighters, including their wives and children, were killed on the attack. My wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, I beg. Now here we will take stop. My voice is not getting well, but I must do everything humanly possible to make sure that I continue with the news of the day. But let us use this small one now to step down. Until you hear my voice again, I still remain your one and the only Okute Daily Talk. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. It's very, very important and very, very necessary. Have a nice day, and may this day bring us good tidings as we proceed with the daily activities of this day. Bye for now, my wonderful people. Kemesiano.